Yay! Let's go ahead and alert social media to what we're doing. First up is Discord. If you're not on my Discord, I highly recommend you get on it. I don't have a link in my in the chat, unfortunately. We'll try to get that working next. I'll go to we'll go to Facebook, post that, and we will get started momentarily. Ooh, don't kill the computer! Don't do it. Post Facebook. And now we'll go to cool. Facebook posted. Now let's go to X. Paste. So we are trying to wrap up our picture of Christina Ricci. Oh, I attempted to stream yesterday, but if you were there, you may have noticed that that didn't work out too well. My baby woke up like 12 minutes in, and then I kind of killed it in the algorithm anyway, because I had decided to try to put my stream under the just chatting section in Twitch, just to see if that would catch more eyes, because it is a bigger category after all. It got like very little traction there, very little at all, which makes sense. People who are coming to chat perhaps are not looking to chat and do art. But that's okay, because now we're back at our little home in our little corner of the woods in the art section, which is where we belong. And we're gonna go ahead and get things situated. Doop-a-doo, draw time. Yep, hi Billy Bandit. Oh, that's right. God, I know. Hold on, that's not Billy Bandit. Hold on, let me squig it my screen. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. I need to figure out how to make the font freaking bigger. Where did my chat go? Where did my chat go that I can actually read? There it is. Cool. Cool beans. All right. We're learning. We're doing it. How are you, Billy? What up, dog? Let's get things situated. Finish this strong. We're gonna try, man. Poor Christina, she's been through hell to come into existence. But you know, that is life. Okay. Okay. Where's the corner of this picture? This is like mad zoomed in right now. We got some honey chamomile tea on board. We're gonna rock it. All right, so let's go ahead and like mix up camera. Okay. There we go. That's a little better. So, before we get too comfortable here, let me use my hair as a duster. You know, it's about time it got some use out of these tresses. Jesus. Okay. Got our little piece of tissue, or whatever you call it. Not toilet paper. Certainly not. Paper towel. Yes, words. And now we're going to stare at this picture intently, and we're going to look for things to continue nitpicking. Now the hair still needs some value adjusting. I do see that. I do. We got to do a little bit of refinement on the nose. I'm not yet happy with the shadow down here by the jaw area, and of course the tit. Got to work on the tit. So really, we're just going to go all over the place and get her around like a little hummingbird and figure out how to do things. You with me? Good. I'm with me no matter what. Okay. And in the meantime, how are you doing, Billy? Are you working on anything? Boxing anything up? Oh, let me see. So, let's stare at things. It's funny because, you know, I was listening to a painting masterclass today, and the guy was talking about how athletes warm up. And we artists don't really take the time to like warm up before we jump into things. We just kind of like go, and I'm like, yeah, exactly. You kind of need a minute to warm up your eyes, warm up your hand muscles, get settled into the drawing again. It takes a minute. Same thing with writing, you know? All right, I'm gonna hit this soft charcoal. Real soft. compressed stream elements. Oh, okay, just use stream elements. We'll customize later, okay? Stream elements. Jeez, always up my butt. Let's see. Okay, where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, hey, it's Friday. Yeah, yeehaw. I guess I'll hit a little bit of this eye. We were working on this eye when our little baby cakes decided to come downstairs and join the fun, so go ahead and fill in a bit of that. And we'll use a little cross hatching to just show the dimension of the cheeks. Audio is good today. Remember where things are, because it's working well. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the feedback. I'm glad. Keep it nice and crisp. I need to figure out the ASMR settings. Like I could raise it so you could pick up even softer things. Like I was kind of thinking about maybe puttering with that so you could hear like the pencil on the page even better. But you know, all in good time. Okay, so this chin shadow here needs to be darkened a little bit, I think. Yeah. So we're gonna work on that. Go ahead and bring the darkness to this. Might even get in there with that vine charcoal, because that vine charcoal, man, whew. Now that I've had a taste of it, I want some more. It's like, it was good. Nice and smeary. I love being able to smear things, which is what also is drawing me to oil painting, because it's like, you know, get more smeary than that. Just get in there, who cares? Alright, so you get to do down here. You're definitely more dark over here. You know what? Actually, let's go ahead and get in there. There. I'm gonna use some of my unrefined charcoal just to add that softness, because it's just so satisfying. Get on there. That's right. Okay. We blend it in. I love it. I love it. Oh, where have you been all my life? Yeah, we're not gonna sing. Let's get this. I'm still gonna tweak your lips, Christina, okay? But I don't know with what tool we're gonna get in there. So let's just settle down. We're gonna use a little bit of this unrefined charcoal to like get in there and establish some of the values here. There we go. Just take our time. No need to be a crazy person. I know it's hard for you, Liv, but just chill out. Chill out. You're good. You're good. You're good, man. Take me seriously. Lovely work, Christina. Thank you. Baby cakes, man pie. He is, man. Oh, is this? I can't read anything. Glenn Fleming, thank you so much. I wish I was Christina. My name's Liv. How are you? Good to see you in here. We are working on Christina Ricci from Sleepy Hollow, which I realized was made in 1999. But you know what? Some really good movies were made in the 90s. I'm gonna wax nostalgic about that. Don't mind me. Not old. Maybe. Let's go here. And like, I'm just trying to do the value adjustments on her face. And when I say value, I mean the darkness or lightness of shades. Not the color, obviously, because we are not working in color today. But if I start oil painting on stream, that will be a different story. I actually do have an oil painting portrait sketched out and ready to be done on stream, potentially. Oh, I love this. I love this vine charcoal, man. Or is it willow charcoal? The non-refined one. I love it. I'm just going to go out to my grill and just grab a chunk and be like, here we go. Thank you. I appreciate it, Glenn. I appreciate it. No spilling just before you're done. Correct, Billy. You weren't here for that, Glenn, but a couple streams back, I spilled salsa water all over Christina's face. Good move, you know? It's cleansing, it's exfoliating. Oh, that was so bad. I was laughing, but I was crying inside. Well, that was a rough freaking moment. That was not a good day. I was like, did I just kill a sketch that I've been working like over a week on? Like, I can't tell you how many hours I've put into this, but it's been quite a few. I can calculate it. All right. I love it when people are like, oh, well, let's like your X post that you're streaming. Come on, don't like it, get out of here. Yes. All right, so where are we nitpicking now? We got to darken some values. We're in that nitpicking stage where it's like, let's make things better and try not to destroy it. We do still need to darken in here. This is still more dark. This has to be. And then we can like smear it out. The thing about charcoal is that like it's, you know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's more like painting than sketching. You're painting with a dry medium. So you take it and then you can like dust it in. You're pushing things around, you're smearing it around. Glenn Fleming says, well, you should hear the things people call me, so the wrong name now and again isn't too bad. Indeed. Billy Bandit says, oil painting is sick. I also agree. I love oil paints. Oh, man, they're so buttery. Don't worry, Glenn. I won't be calling you too many names unless you deserve it. Now we're going to get this neck action through these shadows. Do you like to draw, Glenn? Do you do any arts yourself? If not, it's totally fine. Appreciating art is just as important as doing it. We need it to live. Let's see. Oh, okay, so this neck value. Let's go ahead. Okay, so this shadow. We need to bring this shadow over more. Bring the shadow a bit more, and then we'll blend it in. I need to get more of this. This charcoal goes quick. Like this little vine charcoal. It's unrefined. It's even crooked if you look at it, because it's just like a chunk. But like, it goes quick. But boy, am I liking it. It's so easy and like ugh. The word luscious comes to mind, even though I hate the word luscious. It's just it's like moist, but it's freaking true here. What can you do? No, I don't want to accidentally give her a beard. Like, Christina, you got a tweeze, darling. I understand. I get it. But she doesn't. She's good. All right. Let's see. Haha. Indeed, indeed. All right, let's get this line. Like, define this here. There we go. Get right up in that. Now, this might be a spot where... we've got a little occlusive shadow. Okay. We might use a more compressed charcoal for that. I'm a beginner with charcoal, just so you know, okay? Like, I've done a lot of graphite sketches in my day, but I only just recently graduated to this charcoal business, and I really like it. I love how dark I can make my darks. But it does take a minute to get used to, you know? It's a little more smeary. But if Santa left me a lump of coal, well, I couldn't really complain. It's his way of telling me to make art! Or some shit. Yep, I'm an artist. I've drawn comics, illustrations, oils, written books. Awesome! There's no beginning to my talents. Well done! That's awesome! What kind of books do you write? I write paranormal romance, which is why I'm trying to keep, like, on the paranormal theme for this, because maybe it'll help people bleed over to my books. I'm not working an angle. Not at all. There's no angle to be worked. But tell me about your books and your art. That sounds awesome. Okay. Let's take a look-see. I'm going to get this shadow right in here. If there's anything that jumps out at you that needs improving on this sketch, let me know, so that way I can take a whack at it. I'll only cry profusely. You'll only break my heart. Just kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, so... We do need to pick in a little bit more highlightage. I'm gonna get a micro eraser one day, Glenn. I've been telling you, I've been telling Billy, like, ad nauseum, that I will get this damn micro eraser. I just need to order it. I keep getting distracted by, like, being a mom and doing the thing. You know how it is. Alright, now I could use my kneaded eraser In fact, one might even think that's the best thing to do here. I write different things: soccer, JFK assassination, travel, adult humor, SF, a wide variety. They're all on Amazon. Oh, neat. Well, you can go ahead and drop a link and self-promote all you want. I'm all about that. I do not mind at all. Oh, make sure your link is clean. I know Amazon likes that. But whatever you're trying to promote, you just by all means, let me know. Slap it in there. I know a lot of sci-fi writers. Billy, you like sci-fi. You could chat it up there. The only thing I've created lately is time to eat a giant sandwich. I understand that feeling. You'll be there again, Billy. I believe in you. Sometimes the muse does what the muse does. What's your favorite book, Glenn? Got any favorites? I hope you do. I mean, I figure you probably do, right? Alright, let's go. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. It'll work, but I'm not entirely satisfied. Okay, so let's just go in. Don't mind my head for a minute. You're gonna be looking at it. Enjoy my gray, my dandruff. Alright, we're getting in there. Get right up in that. Alright, cool. Cool. Alright, so I think I'm like squinting. I'm squinting again to see the values. Like, let's see. I read different things. Okay, cool. Just making sure I didn't miss. That nose needs some more highlighting. That highlighting could be brought out here. I might switch to kneaded eraser for that. It's just sometimes you need the precision of like an actual stick. You know, you need the stick. Spare the rod, spoil the drawing, as the Bible would tell us, right? It's a joke, God. I'm kidding. Never know. Let's see. Okay, so all right. The shine could be a little wider, because the width of the shine tells you about the plane of the nose. So you don't want to like just go nuts. Like, be a little precise, get the curve going, pay attention to the overall bulk of what's happening. Okay. Alright, I'll deal with it. Okay. Alright. Now there's a little bit more highlightage right up here. So we're gonna go in. Just go in and be kind of delicate. Because we don't want, it's like a mid-tone. It's not like a highlight. And there's a bit more highlightage in her eye, which I'm considering just tossing some white out in there and calling it a day. Okay. Oh, stop reference. Stop. My favorite book? Hard to say, but one of my favorite sci-fi science fiction is Thorns by Robert Silverberg. Interesting. I've not yet read it, but his name sounds nice. Silverberg. The chat is limited. I can't post a direct link to Amazon, but they're all there. Ah, darn. Well, you can feel free to leave your pen name and your title of your book, and curious folks can search it. I'm gonna have to look up how to improve my chat. I just started streaming and I just don't know what the hell I'm doing, man. It's just like, we're just gonna, you know, do our best like we always do, and if we win, we win. If we don't, well, we're used to losing, so that's quite all right. Let's just get up in there. Get on up with it. Okay, cool. Don't go nuts. Don't go too hard. Go light. Do you like to draw with a tablet at all? I have a tablet, as you can see, but I lost my stylus, so I just went right back to traditional art. I had it for like a month, so I didn't really get too in deep. I need to get back into it a bit though, just because it's really good for creating like cover art and book like editing materials and stuff like that. I know they advise people not to create their own book covers, but if you're marketing savvy and you have the artistic skills, I say take a whack at it. Just pay more attention to what sells than what you want to do, depending on what your goal is. If you're trying to make a book that only you like, and that you don't really care what other people think, and you don't care if it sells, well, then by all means, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want. If you're trying to sell things, well, there's a way to sell things. Pay attention or be an amateur for the rest of your days. Now, let's see. Totally not thinking of anyone in particular. Yes, we are. Anyway, let's go ahead over into this background area. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm doing like a little more layering in the shadows up in here. I want to keep like the shadows in this background looking almost hair-like. Like, is it part of her hair? Is it not part of her hair? Because it helps just create that floofy volume and not be too distracting. It just, I feel like it adds to that like Gothic ethereal romanticism, man. Yeah, Gothic ethereal romanticism. That's my style, you know? Starting a movement. Sounds like I know what I'm doing. Little do they know. I'm just an idiot. That is fine. Alright. Well, I like it. I can dig it. I've never drawn on a tablet. I like pencils, colored ink, etc. Ah, yeah, pencils. You know, colored pencils. I have a bag of those. These Prismacolor Johns. And I've made like one piece with them. And it was okay. Like, here, I'm gonna show you. A little show and tell. A little show and tell with Live Miles. Okay? Let's be easy on the charcoal. I have it right here. It was a picture of characters from my books. Not this one, that's Johnny Depp. Not this one, that's Irina Zuritsky. That's a blank one. I still, well, not quite blank, I still haven't finished. That's a naked chick. Sorry, Twitch. Sorry. Mind the twits. The tits. Okay, so it was this one. And it was like, it's a picture of this Gothic couple, a vampire and a human. Let me turn it so it's not crazy. In the Adirondack Mountains. And like, you know, I like it, and it's a lot bigger than people think it is. Like, look how huge that is. But it's colored pencil is so difficult to get it to do what you want it to do. Like, this was my first actual art attempt with colored pencil, and so I'm like, okay, like I wanted to get the blacks black, but the harder you press with that damn freaking black pencil, the more like blooming you get. The black turns like grayish, and I couldn't get that grainy look out. And I guess that's part of the charm of colored pencils, but I wasn't into it. Like, I really wanted the blacks to be black. So I actually sprayed Krylon over top of this picture, particularly his suit and like some of these rocks back here. And then I went over it with charcoal, and that was the first time I'd ever used charcoal. And then I Kryloned it again. Because, yeah, the wax of the colored pencil takes the teeth of the paper off, you know? Like, charcoal needs to grip something, and I couldn't grip it. But I tried to do the atmospheric perspective back there, making it blue, more bluish because it's in the distance. You know, I really tried, and I'm not giving up with colored pencil. I do kind of want to try oil painting though, because I think oil painting figures might be really fun. I draw portraits. I wrote and illustrated my dad's story on D-Day. He was a paratrooper. Since I published it, I've drawn portraits of many of his colleagues who made that jump. A great honor. That sounds awesome. That sounds so cool. If you have a link to your pictures, well, you can't share links, right? You just said the link isn't working. But feel free to share it, like if you have a name or an account or anywhere, because I would like to see your art. That sounds fun. Oh, D-Day. They don't make them like that anymore. Can you imagine the young men nowadays running into battle? Running at machine gun nests, storming the beaches of Normandy? I regret to inform you that the weak men have brought us to bad times. Meme. Meme, meme. Keeping the beverage over there, because we all know what happened. Oh, it's in exile. You gotta make the beverage work for you, not you for it. Which reminds me, it's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. I can't wait to have a glass of wine with my dinner. That's my treat. Let's see. The only downside to like having a glass of wine and sketching is that it ruins the precision, especially with something like portraits. Like, this is, you know, Like, this is like precise work. And if you start drinking and trying to get stuff on paper, unless you're doing like a landscape, like a nice smeary abstract landscape, I would probably just skip the booze, go right for the weed. Oh, or nothing. I'm on nothing, okay? It's been like, what's the last time I had a drink? I think Sunday night I had some wine with my husband. But other than that, no. Or weed either. We're just kind of, you know, I like most of my days of the week to be teetotaling and then like save it for like, you know, when you're just relaxing and chilling out. All right, let's blend that. I don't want that to be too dark because that's a mid-tone that is not a low light. Now we gotta work on adjusting the values up here a little bit. We need some more eraser picking. So this looks like a job for needed eraser. Don't drink and draw, Liv. You know, Billy. I'll do what I want. I'll tell you when I've had enough. Drink and draw, man. Drinking and drawing. Ruined many a paintings. Torn them apart. Oh, 10,000 paintings a year in America ruined by drinking and drawing. I shouldn't joke, it's a serious subject, but I can't help it. My humor is as dark as charcoal, okay? It's how I roll. Now, needed eraser. Come on. You need to do what I want you to do. Okay? You will cooperate. Okay. Well, you are actually cooperating. That is good. Because there's not like a lot of low lightage down here. It's more like lighter mid-tones. A light tone, perhaps? Alright, let's smear you in. Don't drink. Okay, just making sure I didn't miss any. I need to find a way to enable the chat alerts. Like the alerts from my chat. Do you stream it all, Glenn? Do you stream your art? I will pop in and take a look-see if you do. Let's see. Okay, so let's convey some of the grain of this hair. It's going out in a diagonal line, and it's like a pear-shaped down her cheek. It might not be easy for you to see in this reference in the corner, but it goes down. We can convey that. This isn't a precise eraser, but you know, that's all right. I will not say micro eraser. I will not say micro eraser. We're not going to talk about our longing for one. It can't be that intense if you're not bad. I confuse me. All right, so we're in a goofy mood today. Don't mind me. That's what happens. That's how I am. Where is my soft charcoal? There we go. I'm currently redesigning my website, so I'll post on here when it's ready, if that's okay. Yeah, man, post wherever. Go all over. I have a tab for that in my Discord. Wouldn't this be a great time for me to like know how to like post things to my Discord? Actually, you know what? Let me try something real quick. Because I did actually make an alert for the Discord thing, but then I had like deleted it. How do I post in my own chat? How do I function? How do I function like a human? Okay, well, I can't. This is lame. Hold on. Let me do this. I'm not giving up that easy. I am not giving up that easy. Okay, invite. Okay. Friends, edit invite link. It never expires. Copy link. Okay, now let's go to, we need to go to, perhaps I can go to Twitch, but I can't post a link in Twitch. Son of a bitch. And I don't know how to change the settings. That is annoying. Let me see. Let me just test that. Let me just test a thing. Bros. Live Miles. Books. Doing things, being live. Oh my god, that's me. I don't want to hear me. Okay, I posted a link to my Discord in there. Let's see if it popped up. Hey, did it work? I hope it did. Alright, that's enough listening to me. Let's get back to art. I'm an artist. Alright, let's see. Okay, so we could use some value adjustments down here too. A little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. Let's get in there. A lot of squinting action. I definitely didn't adhere exactly to her hair in the photograph because, like I said before, when it comes to hair, part of the fun of it is it's just kind of free flowing, and it's kind of like, yeah, man, like you can get almost impressionistic with it. And it's all in the name of face framing. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're drawing attention to the focal point. Okay. The weirdest dream. I won't say it on air, but it was weird. And that reminded me of it. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Let's see. Okay. Cool. Maybe I should get back to working the boob shadow? I don't know. Like, we're getting to the point in the drawing where it's like it's hard for me to tell exactly what needs to be edited. Which is good. That means that you're probably getting close to the end of the picture, right? We still need to do this corner in the back here. So let's just go ahead and nick that out of the way. You can't see what I'm doing. Let me move this. Yup. But there is a link toward the Discord in the chat. Feel free to join if you can. It's possible that Twitch won't let me send links, but you know what? It is always worth a shot. And if not, that gives me something to fix before Monday's stream at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Never stop selling. Never stop selling. You know, one thing I've been doing is I'm thinking about how to, like, better distinguish my platforms, right? Because I'm trying to, you know, write and market paranormal romance books, trying to get back on my horse with that. But I really love creating art. I would love to be able to, like, sell paintings and all that cool stuff. And it just makes me feel like, you know, maybe I should make a different platform. I had a little discussion with Grok this morning over coffee, and I was like, Grok, help me. Like, what would you do? What would you do in my position, okay? You're a crazy person. You're trying to make art work for you. How would you do it? And it was like, yo, you need to separate your shit. Like, just because you don't want to confuse paranormal romance readers who are not necessarily looking to buy art for their walls. But you don't want to confuse people who are looking to buy art with things about books. Like, you don't want to mix your stuff too much, right? And I'm like, I know you're right, Grok. Having separate art platforms made me worry that I would get overwhelmed. But you know what? If that's what we gotta do, we'll give it a shot. So I gotta make some accounts for my art, and that'll be fun. And then start actually linking and promoting them and streaming on there. I also worry that I'm accidentally killing my YouTube channel over at Liv Miles Books on YouTube, because people don't really watch these streams on YouTube. They watch them on Twitch. On Twitch, I'm growing. YouTube, not so much. I tried to post my Facebook page, but the thread hasn't shown it. In Discord? Let me take a look. Discord. Which one did you post it under? Did you post it in the chat or did you post it in the Discord? Because I don't see anyone new in Discord. I'm assuming you meant in the chat. Can you click the link to the Discord that I set in the chat? And then, if not, I'll go to your profile page if you have a link in your profile page, and I'll click whatever you got up there after I'm done with this stream. Let's see. Cool. Alright, let's see. What else do you need, Christina? Talk to me. Maybe a little nostril work there. Doing that. should probably sharpen this. I'm gonna sharpen my charcoal. It's got that feeling, but all right. Okay, so now we need to do a little highlight pickage onto this left side of her head. I can't see the discard. Oh, well, that's lame. I'll figure this out one day. I'll figure it out one day. Hold on, let me test something real quick. Because I did put a bot thing here. Did that work? Hey, no. No. Darn. We're still getting our crap together over here. Don't mind us. I guess not. Well, if you have a link on your profile, I will definitely check it out. All right, let me get in here. I'm gonna get into that ear action. Okay. And we're gonna go here. Oh, that's right. We're carving that right in there. We're making a decision. We're making a decision, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna do some double helix action with the dark and the light for this curl. We're crazy. We do what we want. All right, we're gonna get up in there. Get up in that hair. I like it. I like that contrast. That wasn't in the original picture, but I like how it looks. When we like it, we keep it. All right. Cool. Cool. As opposed to live miles per hour, if you also want to do art or other things. Anyway, I'm off. Nice to speak with you, and I'm sure we'll talk soon. Great work. Thank you. I appreciate it. Please come back. I look forward to seeing you again, and I will check out your work. Thank you for stopping by. Ah, we got that double helix action. I'm just going to use my hair again. Woo. Has a use. All right, so... okay, cool. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and pencil in a little bit more highlighted here. Okay. Yeah. I like it. I like it. We're gonna change the tone a bit because it's not a highlight, it's a mid-tone. You gotta remember. But I like it. I like it. I'm on board with what I see. Oh, sigh. The weekend, man. Sometimes I feel like it takes forever to get here. Although it's not like it's much of a break for me. I mean, that just means my kids are home. On the contrary, it means, yeah, now you have more work to do. But my husband will be home, and he promised me some time to paint. I need to finish setting up my studio in the garage, because he also said he would really like it if I set up like a painting space out there. He really likes the idea of me doing more art and painting. I guess it makes more sense, because if you don't read books, then it's kind of hard to understand, like you don't get gratification from looking at them. A painting is different. A painting you can like look at and you can just immediately see, oh hey, cool or not cool. You know, it doesn't take a lot of in-depth analysis to enjoy a painting, although you absolutely can enjoy a painting that way. And some paintings are more amenable to that level of scrutiny than others. I hope to one day be able to create a piece of art that is worth staring at for a while. I think that with my books sometimes. Like, I love my trilogy, Wandering Wolves. It's a great popcorn read. I would love to write something with a little more depth. And it kept kind of sneaking in there in some places, but nothing like too extravagant. All right, All right, let's go ahead and do a little more highlightage over here. I hear a pissed off blue jay outside my window. What's wrong, buddy? Blue jays are just hardcore, man. That's why my character Natalia has a blue jay tattooed on her wrist, because it's a symbol of family. Like, it is one of those old school symbols of family, and that's the one thing that she really lacks, and she was trying to get more of, because her mother died when she was young, and her relationship with her father is a bit strained in some ways, and it was just kind of like her way of trying to connect with something, like trying to have roots with something. And it's also a symbol of the the Davamara, the pack that she is part of but estranged from, which her father deliberately did. Something that she has in common with the protagonist, Stephen, who also was exiled from his pack, although not for anything he did, his father. For reasons that you'll have to read the book to find out. But the third book of my trilogy is going to come out soon. It has to. I'm done writing it. I'm working on editing it right now. I'm like, I made a little progress this week, you know? I was like, dude, you gotta crack this open. You can't, like, just let this sit dormant forever. Like, you care about this story and these characters, so come on, just a couple pushes away. It's like childbirth. So, yeah, I'm gonna work on that soon. And then I will probably present it to you when it is ready. And you know you're gonna get it first, Billy. You know it. Because you dutifully read my stuff, which I appreciate, even if it's not your thing. I will make it up to you one day, I swear. I can make you art. Would you like some sketches of Christina Ricci? I'll sketch you some Adriana Lima in her prime. How about that? There, I like that stripage that happened there. That was a good move. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but that's good. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you. I write okay, you know? I can write well sometimes. Like, sometimes I surprise myself. And, like, yeah, whenever I think I'm doing a good job, I sit down and I read some classics, and I'm like, you think you're doing good? Look at you! That's cute! You think you're a good writer. You just haven't read Talented Enough People. That's what's wrong with you. I swear I'm never gonna get over peak stupid with the Dunning-Kruger effect, because every time I get a little bit of confidence, right, I go and I seek out people who are better, and then I'm like, never mind, I don't know what I'm doing. That's right, thank you for the reminder. And I feel thankful that I never, like, build myself as a professional anything. I think that's the secret. We need to all remember that none of us are immune to the Dunning-Kruger effect. I think a lot of people fall into the trap of thinking, oh, that's other people. Like, other people overestimate their competence. Not me. Not me, glorious me. No, I actually am great. And it's like, no, honey. No. Don't assume that you're special. Okay? I understand the impulse, because I do it too. But ultimately, we're not. I get it, though. I get it. Alright, let's see. Where am I doing? Man, that blue jay is just flipping his shit. For a second, I thought my baby was crying. But it's just a blue jay going, "Rah. Do you want me to come out there? I'll help you." No, it's not a blue jay. That's another type of bird. It sounds like a grackle, actually. A grackle! Common up here in New England. I really like learning different bird calls. Is that weird? I like stepping outside my door and just knowing, like, oh, that's a blackbird. That's a bluebird. That's a common finch. That's a goose. Honk honk. Oh, the bird is the word. Everybody knows that the bird is the word. The bird is the word. All right, let's see. We're gonna continue with these highlights. All right. Now there's a lot of mid-tonage in this section. a lot of mid-tonage. Like, I have it black, but it's, let's move this so you can actually see what I'm doing. But there's a great deal of play with the midi tonies, so we're gonna go ahead and get up on in that. Look close. Boop. Okay. You need to hurry up and move to the forest. You said it. Let me go to the fucking woods. I've been telling my husband that, and he's on board. He's kind of actually getting sick of the city life, and he really doesn't like the city that we're in. We need to find like our forever home, you know? Because this little podunk, I wish it was a podunk town. It's not a podunk town. It's like a little city, but a city that's, you know, it's got way too much multiculturalism going on. And it's like, I don't fit in at all, and neither does he. And it's just like, I just want to go somewhere where I don't feel like an outsider at my own home. And then it's kind of, you know, I hate to use the G word, but we'll say indigent, okay? And I worry about the school districts. I worry about my kids getting bullied. Like, I told him straight up, I was like, listen, next year, if we can't afford a private school, which if we're saving up for a down payment on a house somewhere else, we can't afford private school. We're not made of money. Then just let me homeschool my kid. At least one of them, all right? Because like my kids are, you know, 8, 5, and 3, or pardon me, 8, 5, and 1. And so it's like, okay, at least let me do the 8-year-old. Get her out of there. And, you know, if I feel like it's too much, I will tell you, but I honestly don't think it is, because I study with her anyway. We have all sorts of educational conversations anyway, and that's where she gets most of her learning done. So, I feel bad for teachers nowadays because they can't teach because there's so many behavioral disruptions in the classroom, at least from what I'm hearing. The cool cottage among... I need to... Hold on. The cool cottage among all the birds and wildlife and such seems idyllic, like where Sleeping Beauty lived before the abduction. Ah, yes, that sounds like the shit. We'll go to the woods, live a happy life. Sleeping Beauty lived, well, did she get abducted? I think she just passed out from after pricking her finger with a spinning wheel, but I know what you're talking about. I know what you mean. Oh, there goes the baby. He heard that. I blame you, Billy. Way to go, dude. Way to go. I'm kidding. But that's alright. We are almost done with this painting. Or this picture. Whatever I'm doing. What am I frickin' doing? Someone remind me of what I'm doing. I just don't even know. I scarcely know anymore. Let's see. Ooh. Like Tim Allen. Anyone remember Home Improvement from the 90s? Ugh. I am so old. I'm fine with it. Oh my god, that's what Ben Shapiro's theme song music reminds me of. Home Improvement riff. Ben, you gotta change that. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. The artwork done for Sleeping Beauty was incredible. I drew the dragon in 3rd grade for a talent thing and my dad helped me. Haha. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's fair. I probably misremember. Yeah, it's alright. It's been a while since I've seen the movie too. Surprisingly, given that I have young children. But it did look great. The artwork did look great in that movie. I bet you they hand drew that. Because, yeah, it's an old movie. It's not like they generated it on a computer. Crazy. I do need to watch some old Disney. Like, you mentioned that before, and I went off on you like, fuck Disney, man. Stupid woke, communist, stupid Disney, yeah. But actually, they did have some good movies back in the day. Like, The Lion King did have a great soundtrack. That was a really good soundtrack for a movie. Like when he saw his dead father in the clouds. I'm like, oh my god. I heard a clip of that recently and I was just like, oh, that was a really good piece. That was like a moving piece. Hans Zimmer, if I remember right, wasn't it? Hans Zimmer, there's a freaking talented guy. Dang. He did Pirates of the Caribbean too. And Gladiator. I wouldn't be surprised if he had his fingerprints on Lord of the Rings somewhere. Let's see. I think my baby went back to sleep. I think he just kind of pouted for a minute and was done. Nice! Alright, let's work on the boob. We've been putting off this boob forever. Let's just get down in those boobies. You're welcome, men. But that titty needs some work. So what needs to be done with this? Okay, so first off, we are going to be switching to our smeary charcoal for this. Let's go ahead and lighten this. It's kind of hard to edit this part because this has the most significant water damage done to it. And that's really annoying. So we gotta kind of have a careful touch here. Careful touch with the boobies. I'm a freaking middle school boy, okay? I can't help it. Alright. Did that help? I'm off, just as you're getting to the good part too. I look forward to seeing Ricci and Depp in the same frame when you're done. Farewell, Billy Bandit. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to continue slaving over this piece. Suffering in silence, but not at all. I'll suffer out loud. Alright, let's get you down. Yep, I agree. Bringing that shadow was a good idea. There we go. That looks a lot more tit-esque. Now we're gonna get up on in that. We'll smeary old charcoal. I'm gonna go ahead and move this drawing a bit so that way, in case anybody comes in, they can actually see what I'm working on, not just breastises. Not that there's a lot of tit action there, but you know. So let's get on there. Also, if it generates a random thumbnail, I kind of want it to be a thumbnail that's worth a damn, you know what I mean? And if you can see her face, like, people might be more willing to click upon the thing. Oh. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Alright. Okay. Alright. We're like almost done with this. It's crazy. Time to say goodbye. Not yet though. Not yet. We still got a little darkening of the mid-tone to do over here. Oh, don't tear your other sketches. I need to get an actual folder for my sketches because they're all just sitting in my sketchbook, exposed to whatever hazards that happen. And this strikes me as not a good thing. But I am very happy that we're almost done with this sketch because I had a great time sketching it. And I hope you all did too. And soon, maybe we can do some oil painting together. Who knows? I do actually have an oil painting all sketched out and ready. Hello, Miss Julian. Hello. We're back at it. I'm back on my bullshit. How are you? Okay, I don't really want to blend out all the grain on that because, yeah. Illy. Mr. Mile. Coming in to do what Mr. Mile can. Hello. I love you. I am He's very good, but he's stomping. He's stomping. I'm a stompy man. Alright, toot scoot. Alright, toot toot. Alright, scoot it. Alright, toot toot. Alright, it's 122. Cool. Alright. I think this picture is about done, to be honest. I'll pick in some little details later, but once I do, I'll just go ahead and put the final piece up on my X. Hey, easy. Oh, smart. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm off. Au revoir. And you'll see me again Monday. Monday at approximately noon EST. Monday 1 p.m. See you later, guys. Bye.